Boys and girls, cats and squirrels, welcome back to Tuesday Touchdown Talks. And today, it was week 12 of 18, and the Packers won. And that's all that matters to me. So if you guys enjoy the video, make sure to be a goat by hitting that like and sub button. Comment down below your favorite team, and if they won or not. And let's get into the video. So like I said, Packers won. I already discussed this a little bit in my PVZ podcast video 2 days ago. Yeah, but we kind of just outplayed them consistently the whole game. Well, I mean, you could argue maybe the fourth quarter they outplayed us. The Lions, that is, outplayed the Packers. But I'm just going to say the Packers outplayed the Lions the whole time because really that's what it felt like. It felt like they coasted to a win and really didn't even have to try. So that was fun to watch. Really, just was. Felt like we were seeing the development of Jordan Love in front of our eyes. Oh, geez. Am I dead? Nope, never mind. I'm good. Okay, there we go. Next game after that this week was the Commanders, Cowboys, and Dak Prescott did probably the most disrespectful thing of all times with jumping into the freaking, Salvation Army pot and grabbing turkey legs and eating while the game was still going on. Just absolutely disrespecting the heck out of the Commanders. And they're not necessarily a bad team, but they're rebuilding for sure. They have a key cornerstone in their I'd say franchise QB, man. I think Sam Howell's that good. But, I mean, geez, that's disrespectful. Then we got 49ers Seahawks, and that was just a blowout. Just, your classic blowout. The better team won. The Seahawks are just too roughed up to be doing any, actual, winning right now. And unfortunately, that's probably going to lose them their playoff spot they have right now. They're in the wild card. I think that's a 7th seed, 6th, 7th seed, something like that. It's not looking good for them. They have the hardest strength of schedule the rest of the way. Then another blowout on Black Friday was the Dolphins Jets. Almost the same score, just the Dolphins had 3 more points than the Niners. But Tua turned the ball over was there, and man, yeah, that game was just... I didn't watch any of it. From what I heard, I didn't miss anything, so I'm happy. Apparently, it was just a lot of, nothingness, really. Just a lot of turnovers. Tim Boyle wasn't good. Tua was not very good, and they just, were the better team, so they won. But, man, that just was not a fun game, I guess. Then we have Bucs-Colts. The Buccaneers did a good job at trying to come back and win that game. But, realistically, the Colts just they're making it work. They're getting it done. JT is back, Jonathan Taylor, my guy. And, yeah, I mean, Gardner Minshew, he isn't the guy, but, I mean, he's doing a good enough job to get them wins. And although Anthony Richardson, isn't playing, he might be the future. Who knows? I hope not, because I accidentally dropped him in my Dynasty League. Whoops. So that would be a mistake and a half. Then a game that I don't even really want to talk about, Patriots-Giants. That was just for the draft pick, basically. That was for who's going to get the draft pick, the worst draft pick. Realistically, the Giants should not be a 4-win team, but they are. I don't know how they are, and the Patriots are a 1-win team. Patriots played way closer at the start of the year, but 7 points in one game is all you're putting up. That's just not good. Then another boring 2 games. We have Steelers-Bengals and Panthers-Titans. Almost the same score in both of them. One of them has another 1-10 team. I think the Patriots are 1-10. I might be tripping. They might be 1-9. But still not good. The 1-9... or 1-10 Panthers lost to the Titans, who are just basically getting it done as best they can with Derrick Henry still trying to, edge out his prime, trying to make the most out of him. And it's not Malik Willis, it's Will Levis trying to make something happen. And the Kenny Pickett Steelers with no Matt Canada finally put up 400 yards, but still put up only 16 points. Then Jake Browning almost beat them. So both those games I don't even really want to talk about. Frank Reich is done. So I don't think they're fair to him in Carolina, and Carolina might be the next Browns of the league. Then, what might be the start of a budding rivalry, we have Houston. I think it was Houston at the Jaguars? I don't know. They played. That's all I know. And the CJ Stroud and the Texans lost on a like 1 inch miss kick type thing. Like if it was 1 inch farther, the Texans forced it to go to OT and probably win it. I'm not gonna lie, they probably would win that game. CJ Stroud has something about him. He's bringing an arrogance, a confidence, and a winning mentality to the team, as well as they just drafted really good this past year and are just budding with chemistry, and just it looks good for them. And the Jags, it still looks good for them too. They got Ridley going and basically just edged out a win there. Probably shouldn't have, but they got it done, and that's really all that matters. I mean, Trevor Lawrence, he's not looked impressive to me this year, but he's getting it done. He's definitely not an MVP caliber, guy right now, but winning his division 8-3, what more can you really ask of him? Not doing it pretty, but he's getting it done. I don't even want to talk about this game. The Falcons Saints. That game was just terrible. The Riddler somehow won. I don't know how the Saints lost the game. Genuinely. Every time you watch in that game, you just are in awe at how the heck are the Saints losing that game. Because they are the better talent, the better just overall roster, and just shouldn't be losing that game. And I don't know. It probably helps the Packers playoff odds somehow. But, not that it matters. Oh, I just threw a pick here in this Retro Bowl game. Then we got Rams-Cardinals. Who's his face? Kyren Williams put up 38 fantasy points in one of my leagues against me and almost screwed me over because of that. Fortunately, I'm a good, drafter, and I went 3-1 this week. Lost by 30 points in one of my leagues, though. Even though I put up 150 points, the guy I was going up against had 180. It was ridiculous. I have 1,800 points against me in that league, and middle of the pack in points for. So I'm just losing tremendously because it's just most points scored against me in the whole league. It's kind of sucky. Yeah, but Kyren Williams basically just carried the Rams to a win, and the Cardinals, with Kyler Murray, they looked good last week. They didn't look as good this week, but they didn't look terrible because their team is terribly constructed still. They are not trying to win, I don't think. But they're getting, a little bit of production. I don't know. It's kind of the same as Josh Dobbs, really. That's when they had him, so I don't know. Then Browns-Broncos. Broncos, beat up on the Browns, which is kind of surprising since the Browns were the, number one defense heading in this game. And Myles Garrett, if they continue and get into the playoffs, he should be the MVP. But Russ Wilson is getting it done with Sean Payton. They're on a 5-game win streak. And genuinely, I don't know, man. They're getting it done. Not pretty. Wilson's not doing great, but on third down, he's getting it done. And he's got the best touchdown-interception ratio in the league, and that's all you really care about. Browns are down to a third-string QB, and that's all that you care about there. Those are the important details. Bills-Eagles, an all-time classic type of game. And unfortunately, the Bills just can't win in overtime with Josh Allen. It's just not possible. Even when he plays almost perfect, they still can't. It's just ridiculous, man. It's actually ridiculous. Why? Just let him win for once. It's kind of sad. Not even kind of. It is sad, man. It's genuinely sad. Oh, and I ran out of clock here. This frick, I'm going to overtime. But, yeah, he just can't win in overtime. He just can't. Hasn't done it yet in his career, and it's not even been his fault. And then Jalen Hurts and the Eagles, I don't know how they won that game, man. They didn't deserve to win that, and they still won it. That's how you know they're going to win the Super Bowl. That's the type of thing you look in a team and see, and you're like, yeah, they're probably going to win the whole thing. The Chiefs, though, they are looking like a scary threat to the Eagles, seeing as they basically lost because of a drop last week, and like to the Eagles, and then just came back and finally broke out of their slump in second half points not scoring for 3 straight games. They scored plenty in the second half, I can tell you that, but they didn't look good in the first half. I'm gonna be honest. They're kind of a rocky team right now. Still struggle with drops, but after going down 14-0, they come back and go on a 31-3 run and win the game. So, I mean, Patrick Mahomes is still the best QB in the league right now. Like, it's kind of hard to debate against that, really. Next game, Ravens-Chargers. I didn't watch that game. Zay Flowers did his thing for the Ravens, and the Chargers, I saw a hot take that Justin Herbert should be the MVP. Yeah, that's a really hot take now looking at that game. And then if we look at Bears-Vikings, the last game of the week, Bears somehow beat the Vikings, mainly because Josh Dobbs had 5 turnovers at least. I don't know how many he actually ended with, but he had 5. 4 picks, 1 fumble at least. Oh, I'm finally freaking a division leader. Let's go. That's so happy for me. So happy. Been grinding to try and win this. We lost 1 game and still was behind Jacksonville the whole time. Yeah, but Bears, I don't know. They're not good. They just beat out the Vikings, which is good for me because I'm a Packers fan, and the Vikings losing just helps us get closer to a playoff spot. So, 100% fan rating. Let's go. Might as well upgrade your stadium facilities, and can't upgrade that. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, sub, leave a comment down below, and as always, don't forget to be a GOAT in your life. You know, that just means be a good person. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.